Good guys, Detectorists again. Here I am presenting to you episode 8 of the series, in which I've done for approximately half a year now, from 27th July 2014 to that of, well, today, the present day, presently for myself, being the 16th February 2015, the day after the Cloddopus Metal Detecting Club dig at Abergavenny. Now, unfortunately, guys, the reason that I didn't get many finds today is that because numerously people told me that supposedly it had been done before by clubs previously, approximately 5 years ago, which in today's time would be 2010, if you take 5 years off 2015. So in 2010 there were a few rallies on the same area, but it's a very much a historical place, and yet we still managed to pop out some particularly brilliant finds and make them emerge to the surface, which they hadn't done for approximately, a couple of centuries. Yeah, guys, I found a George II half penny, unidentifiable, as the corrosion and it's almost entirely obstructed because it's been in the ground for a couple of centuries now, 2 centuries and a half, I believe. But and a couple of buttons and this particularly rare, I believe, and strange, unidentifiable military sort of badge. It seems Georgian, but it urgently needs identification. So if you can do that, then please do so in the comment section below. But other than that, guys, please watch, and if so, subscribe. Okay, guys, I'm going Cloddopus Metal Detecting Club now. You can see it's very dark. It's approximately somewhere around 7 o'clock, or let's say 10 minutes to 7, something like that. So obviously being in approximate to that of 6:40 or 50, but yeah, guys, as you can see, we're ready to go. I'm all kitted out, and well, I'll see you when we're there. So guys. Some clods in front of us, approximately 3 of them. The first being the blue van, dark blue actually, believe it or not. Second one being the red Ford Focus, I believe, and the third one in front, or the first one in front, believe it or not, is probably obviously I recognise it from previous Cloddopus Metal Detecting Club digs, but yeah, I believe they're all Cloddopus, including myself. So, but in a bit, guys, I'll catch you on the I'll show you the fields that we're detecting. Then I'll obviously put that into recordation and record the first finds. Hopefully it's going to be a few hammered. If so, I'll record. So a couple of live digs I'll do as well. So catch you on the next find. So in a bit. Okay guys, we found an additional clod just behind there, as you can see. They've all just come into this space where hopefully the dig is. Oh, look at that nice early 18th century, possibly, early 19th century to that of possible 1600s house there, or possibly with a Tudor, believe it or not. It seems fairly old. As you can see, it's just not
forget that one.
There it is. But yeah, just giving you some history of the area in Abergavenny, or the pronunciation, I'm not sure, but okay guys, you can see there, they're just informing us of where to go. Either that parking on the road or on the field, either which, but I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, this is a bit of a struggle. As you can see there at the dig, can't get past there unfortunately. You can see there it's particularly hard reversement, momentarily. But I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, we're just forward onto the stubble bit. You can see there. You guys are on our way to the car park, in which fields are. There's 4 fields. I believe 3 being stubble and 1 being pasture. I was looking to stay in stubble for the day, not as pasture for an hour or so. But well, I'll catch you on the next find, if we do find anything, that is, which is quite likely. But other than that guys, we're going to the car to get my XP Gomox power, and my dad's, well, obviously originally mine, and my Garrett 250, and what have you found? It's a nice big button there. It's actually a good one. And I just found a piece of lead and that's it.
Is it?
Loads of iron.
That was right next to an hole that somebody else had dug.
It's got a pattern on it, I think. Some sort of an ornate pattern. Georgian anyway, so it's fairly old. Good one. Good find. Wait, it might be a Livery button. So that's like an inscription on the edge, but good one. So guys, we haven't done many finds today. As you can see, I've swapped the Garrett from the golden axe. Just found another good signal. You can see there, people detecting, but yeah, some sort of reed thing. But catch on the next one. Yeah, coma, some sort of possibly. Not much here, but okay, guys, I believe we've got a Victorian penny. Something.
Probably 2 pence.
No, sorry. It isn't actually. No, it might not be. So about the pro pointer, turn that off. No, actually it is a coin, it is a coin. We'll clean it up and...
Very worn.
Yeah, it is very worn. Guys, I believe it's a George II halfpenny of some description. We're not sure if it's the Hibernian variety, the Irish variety, or that of the English one. So it might have Britannia reverse or Harper's reverse I've found previously on a George III coin. But yeah, you can just see the bust sticking at the top there, and then an inscription of 2. Yeah, so it's going to date from 1730, something around there, to 1760. So that's a good 270 years old there. Yeah, that's good proximity. So. Very pleased to do a dance.
Nah, not an hammer.
Not hammered. Someone has previously found a hammered on here, just over there they found a hammered. You can see we're just doing this field over there. There hasn't been much, we only had a couple of buttons, and not really much, but yeah, I'll catch you on the next one in a bit. Okay guys, the camera is unfortunately a bit faulty, but yeah, we're just having dinner. I've just going to do a quick roundup. As you can see there, this is the button that I showed firstly, that we found firstly. Fairly nice Georgian button. We haven't actually found much though, unfortunately. You can see there, a massive button. Just going to inspect these and get them clean with the wet wipes. But after that guys, I will actually clean them using the wet wipes over there. And the Georgia, actually this has been identified as a George II halfpenny. Dated, not actually sure where it is. So about the macro, it's not too good on here. I'm not too particularly sure where the head is. Oh yeah, as you can see that. You can see the 2 just up there. You probably won't be because of the camera quality. But quite unfortunately.
and this small button that I haven't actually shown you. One's silver gilded though. And that's most of the finds and a lot of junk. But actually we'll be doing this pasture field that we're actually parked on. It's actually quite near to where the car is, so when I've done so in a bit, starting. Guys, I believe this is a livery button of some military organisation of some sort, or medallion, or commemorative possibly button. I'm not sure, but very large button. It's got some decoration with a horse and a castle on it, or lighthouse, something like that. Oh, I can't actually get it. There we go. Very strange. Possibly of uniquity, but very nicely. Let's just put that back, and I'll wash the last one up and get back to you. Okay guys, there's actually not much here. As you can see, I'm at my XP Comics bar. I've come all the way from the car over there, all the way down here. From all the way down here over to there, across, and here, and absolutely nothing. Just got a signal there. It was turned out to be just a bit of iron at the bottom as usual, but there's really not much here. I mean, I've headed all my way down here, but yet still nothing came out, so well, I'll catch you on the next find if there is anything. But other than that, guys, in a bit. So guys, this is just some, well, really all of the good finds that me and my dad have found the dig today, Sunday the 15th of February 2015. Sorry about that noise in the background, but yeah, as you can see there's a livery button. Very big button. With some type of horse or possibly dog, and a sceptre of some sort, or possibly a crown there. Inscription around the edge, both on the obverse and the reverse of this button. And here we have, I've actually just washed these up so recently, but I have a George II, 1730 to 60, in some approximate of that date region. But unfortunately it's mostly obstructed and worn smooth, so because there's so much corrosion that I can't actually see the date on this, nor really the reverse of the bust. But yeah, fortunately we can see the top of the bust, so that gives identification for that of it being George II. Take some macro images later. This sort of comb thing needs identification. I also found part of the fork. It's fairly modern, but it's in my pocket, so nice pewter button that I didn't record. Not many finds at all, really. And a silver gilded button. Very small. So than that, guys, in a bit.
Now guys, this actually urgently needs identification. It's a possible military button, possibly being Georgian, of that or Victorian, probably not earlier than that. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that of the 20th century, and obviously not the 21st century. But it does seem to be Georgian or Victorian, something like that. But it does need particularly urgent identification. I'm not too particularly sure the pronunciation of this, but is it Abergavenny? I'm not too particularly sure pronunciation, but that's the reverse of it. It certainly needs identification. Very much certainly. But yeah, it has an inscription around the reverse as well, strangely enough, and additionally on the obverse that, well, I just showed you. But yeah, I just can't seem to find out what it is, and it could be of scarcity, it could be of monetary value, it could be actually particularly unique, it could be of adequate uniquity, or particularly scarce. And here we have a George III, George II Hibernian, possibly, of that or of the English Britannia reverse, halfpenny, of I believe the fairly early variety of the 17, obviously in accordance to that of 1727 to that of 1760, at the time of which George III then came to the throne after, well, obviously he exceeded his death and succeeded him to the throne. But yeah, it's a particularly nice coin. You can just read the inscription of a 2 around the edge, but really not much, and you can just make out the bust at the top right hand corner of the circumference of the coin. It's got approximately a 20 mil radius, but I'm not too particularly sure actually. No, it's a lot. It's a lot. I believe it's a 4 center radius, but not to get into that too now because it's a bit too technical. But yeah, other than that, guys, in a bit. See you on episode 9 in the series. So in a bit.